have so much music to play, so I'm gonna just get this kind of going. So New York, Jersey, Connecticut. I want to first go back to. Hold on for 1 second. Hold on. Just mash the door a little bit, because I'm gonna tell her. No, y'all can stay there and keep going, but I'm gonna give a story. So New York, Jersey, Connecticut, because I got set off, right? Is that what it is? You know I love him, man. Joe Manai, I love you, my brother. I love you. I love you, man. I got dark on you, and I apologize. Shout out to Big D, the weatherman. Yeah. What's his name? MU, I see you. Smoothski, I see you. Shout out to Fish. We're making radio great again. So New York, I want to give actually an amazing story. Okay. Several years ago, I used to work at a place, 98.7 KISS. I used to fill in for Cool DJ Red Alert, and that's before, that's before I came to Hot 97. So I filled in for Red for a couple of years, and I was very grateful, still am. It relaunched my career. I got fired from BLS. Notice I used the word fired. I got fired from BLS, and where I used to be with Chuck Chill Out on the weekend, and I used to play the rap records. And Red Alert brings me to KISS FM. I'm opening for him. We're in the clubs. He takes a liking to me, and I need to explain something to you that's very important that you may not understand is, like me and Enuff, Red and Chuck were competitive, but friends. And the fact that Red Alert took me in his camp knowing I belonged to someone else's camp was a big deal for me. That was a very big sign of trust. And New York, Red Alert, he put on Clark Kent. He was very instrumental in Kid Capri's career, very instrumental in Sammy B's DJ career from the Jungle Brothers. He broke countless artists, Tribe Called Quest, Queen Latifah, Taylor, all those things, man. And I got a call from Hot 97. And when I took that job, DJ Enuff replaced me with, Red Alert replaced me with DJ Enuff. And I remember Red saying, it was, Ace, DJ Ace, you may not know this from Brooklyn, but it was between DJ Ace and DJ Enuff. That's who Red liked. And if you know Red Alert, you know me and Enuff are similar personalities. Like, we're similar, like, in terms of, like, how we rock and we move. And at the time, Clark Kent, Kid Capri, they're owning it. The king was always Red Alert. We were all fighting for second and third. Okay, I want to make sure I do the landscape right. Clark Kent was extremely powerful. Kid Capri, extremely powerful, extremely great DJs. I studied them and to their technique. Then we fast forward, so I come to Hot 97, and Red Alert gives Enuff a try, but we're all friends, but we're a little unit. Red Alert, DJ Enuff, Funk Flex, we're a unit, and we're rocking together. Even though separate stations, I think me and Enuff used to be on against each other. He was at KISS, I was at Hot. We had a good time. And Red Alert comes to Hot 97. He's doing the 5 o'clock mix. And Enuff comes a little bit after because they buy KISS FM. So at some point, Red Alert, Funkmaster Flex, and Enuff are in the same building. Now it's a tricky story. What's the best way to put it, man? We always had a good time, and Red was our leader. And I have to tell the story, and I hope I don't hurt anybody's feelings, but I'm gonna keep it a buck. So Enuff's having a good time, we having a good time, and Wendy Williams and Angie have a situation where they're not in a good space. And when Angie takes over afternoons, Cool DJ Red Alert is the DJ. But with the Wendy thing getting a little bit hairy and Angie and Wendy not having good vibes, Red Alert was kind of no longer wanted. I'm keeping it a buck of the history because it's my last 7 o'clock show, and I'm just gonna keep it a buck. You know, she wasn't really open arms to Red. Angie, don't get mad at me. She wasn't open arms to Red anymore, and I understand why, because if her and Wendy are having friction and it's Red, I get it. And I don't remember the year. He's doing 5 o'clock. Enuff being the good guy that he is and good energy, I think he was doing the midnight run. I don't remember. He was doing like 12 midnight on Saturday.
The morning show.
Oh, he was on the morning show.
Yeah.
And some way, somehow, and Emmis, don't get mad at me, Emmis Broadcasting at the time was trying to fire Red Alert, I think the week his mother died. And I went in the back and I spoke to Judy Ellis. I said, Red go, I'll go. And me and Enuff and Angie, we never talked about what was going on, but I knew what was happening. And I love Enuff. And you know, he was hanging out with Angie in the studio. And nothing wrong with that while Red's DJing. And it was on your hours. I get it. It's moving, whatever. I do a ski trip. I left my bag up here. I come see Red Alert. They fired me today. Angie and Enuff went on vacation that day. So they couldn't even face him face to face. I disagree with that, but I understand what was going on. Me and Enuff ain't talked for 5 years. I understand his point, though. And I understand Angie. And I ate it. I didn't 100% agree with it because I feel like if we come from a camp, you know, so when we use the word brotherhood, when we use that word brotherhood, I want to make sure we're using it right. Red Alert gets let go. It was an issue to me, but I forgave because I love him and I love Enuff. And it took me a little while to forgive. And Angie pulled us in the room several years later and said, you know, y'all just need to talk about it. I was honest with him. He was honest with me. Great energy. Still is, New York. Just that you know, I still love him like a brother. Because I'm going to tell you something. I watched him on TMZ and I saw them bait him. No, TMZ or people in the street can't make me hate my brother. Because when you lead somebody with the questions, plus I know exactly who sent the camera down and I know exactly the publicist that handled all of that, and the person that arranged that used to work here. So I understand the movement. I understand. Nothing, because what the headline says is not what he said. So, but I want to make sure we talk, because we use the word brotherhood. Now, we're rocking and rolling. We move on. We're at this 5 o'clock thing. Red Alert is no longer here. My guy Enuff, he's doing, I get it. We piece up. You know, that's what he always says. Sometimes we get along, we don't. But, you know, me and him is always back to back. And I'm never going to let my brother fall. So, I'm going to go part 2 to another story. My brother calls me. Flex, I need to talk to you. Papa, you know how you talk. That's my guy. He says, I need to talk. He says, Enuff. Mm-hmm. I'm always, you know, we always going to move together. So when Angie leaves, Flex, don't let me fall. Don't let this go left. Fam, it's me and you till the end. even though you jugged my man, you jugged him. You Brooklyn cats. You jugged him. But I understood in the whole thing. Angie, you jugged them too. Angie, you know I love you, but you jugged them. Okay, but here we go. My guy comes to me and says, yo, Flex, this guy wants to take my 5 o'clock spot. He says, hey, man. The guy tells me, he asks him, where would you like to be in the next couple years? I want to do 5 o'clock. So the guy that wants to, let me refer to him as snake number 1. Because there's 2. I'm gonna get to snake 1 and snake 2, but let me stay at snake 1. A guy he put on. Mm-hmm. I call him. Why would you say that to Enuff? What possessed you? He asked me what time slot, what I wanted. I'm not saying that ever happened in New York. I'm just telling you in this particular situation. And you know who I'm talking to. You, sir, know that conversation. Not only did I say to him, don't you ever in your life say that to Enuff again. On the phone, I said it to you. Never say that. And you know me and your relationship changed after that day. Because I saw you were a snake. He put you on, and that's what you felt you needed to do. I talked to my guy. We moved past it. I get it. Maybe it happens, maybe it doesn't. But when your number 2 guy is already plotting on you from years early on what he wants to do with your slot, that's not a trustworthy person. Because New York, Jersey, Connecticut, and I'll say it with my team in the room, if they ever, anyone on my team, ever stepped on Enuff, we would have fist fought in the room. It wouldn't have happened. Would not have happened. That's brotherhood and loyalty. When King Brother needs help or positioning or parties or bookings or whatever it is, New York City, I'm full of a room with Trends, a Cap when he used to be here, rest in peace, Ty Boogie, AZ, Spazzo, Triple Threat, James Tat, they all helped me with my music. They never gonna make me fall. When my mother died, Trends call me all the time. I'm gonna keep it so wild a buck today. Trends call me, Joe Jackson call me all the time, and TT Torres call me all the time. When my mother died and I couldn't get out of bed, my team helped me. Now I'm not saying who helps who. I'm just at a situation that I know I had 2 conversations with 2 people, since we're using the word brotherhood, about somebody trying to step on my man for his shift. Since we're using the word brotherhood, I see through you. I see through that type of energy. New York City, we're going to fast forward. That happens, all right, or it doesn't happen, I don't know. Whatever that is. Since we're using the word brotherhood. Then we get to he moves to another slot. Yeah. Miraculously, in some way, somebody steps on him up there. Your own team is supposed to help you with your show, not take it from you with a smile or tell you thanks for passing the torch in your face. That's not what we do up here. So, back to my brother who I love. TMZ could never twist me up to flip on my guy. I love him to death. Y'all could change words, do words, whatever. And you other 2, snake number 1, snake number 2, hiding so far in the cut. So far. So far.
Keeping that grass.
But want those shows. Sometimes people never have any intent to help you. Sometimes people have intent to help you into the grave. And I know how to read that. So New York City, Jersey, Connecticut, I would never have anything to do, not just my brother. I would have nothing to do with anyone being fired or no longer here. You know why? I'm too hot. New York City, I gotta be honest. There ain't even been a person that came on. Let me break it down for you, New York. There ain't even been a person that came on the other station that been able to beat me. Clue, I love you. Because I don't want none of this. People like the tours. I'm just saying that station. I'm not saying you, Clue. I'm just saying that station has not been able to beat me. Why would I be worried about anybody in here? Why would I feel that anybody should not be here? I don't believe in that. I don't influence that. I don't need to. I like to grind. Listen, E grinds too. Everybody grinds. And this is a conversation that's rough, but I want to make sure I gave you the pieces so you know that I spoke to all parties. And when it was happening to Enuff for the second time with the 2 o'clock shift, I had a conversation with Enuff again. Did he call you? I said, did he tell you? I see you guys. You know why I see you guys too? You guys never make eye contact with me because you know I know. Because you know I know. Oh, Manai, I'm sorry. I love you, bro. I do, man. But it made me think of that. It made me, I said, you know what? Let me just have this conversation. And you know something? I want to recap this with, I held no malice with my guy Enuff with the Red Alert situation. I love both of them. I hold no malice with this situation. I get it. And I know his heart hurt. I don't like to see him like that. I don't think your team should have allowed you to show you sometimes like that in vulnerable moments in your last show. I don't think that was good. I think that should have moved on. I don't think that should have been put out there, but it did. So, you know, I didn't think that was a good thing. But that's, you know, that you are my guy for life. I love you. I would never do anything like that to you. I think deep down you know that. I'm not blaming it on anyone else. All I'm just saying is when you put DJs on, they're always supposed to prop you up and help you. They're not supposed to take your shifts and smile and give dumb jokes and dumb looks. Because let me tell you something, New York, about DJ Enuff. He is the originator of putting the line at those Spanish clubs around the block. There would be no Spanish hip-hop parties without DJ Enuff. He is the originator of it. He's the originator of doing 2 or 3 bookings a night, moving around, doing his thing. Somewhere between there and now, that was no longer there for him. Nobody threw him a booking with bones, or nobody threw him bookings, nobody threw him nothing, anything. So, everybody, you know, listen, use the word snake, whatever you want to do. You can use all those words, but that when you use that snake in brotherhood, and my brother, I love you, the people who snaked you, man, was in that video on your goodbye. The people who snaked you were standing outside when you was with TMZ with you. They were standing with you, my brother. You go back to that video and you really look at their faces.
Kick it 47. Yeah. It's too easy. I guess I should have been writing. Instead, I was in the trap pumping, trying to make something out of nothing. Try to take what's mine on the block, you must be bugging. I'll be forced to let the dumper blow a hole inside your pumpkin. Bitch, the streets is all I know. Fuck a Hasa Diddy hoe. Give KO a gangster bitch, one who's trapping with the blow. In the summer make it snow, hurricane in the club. On my waist is a snub. All these bitches know what's up. I'm from a place where niggas don't walk too much. Girls from the hearse, they wouldn't fuck us, so we talk too much. To the bag, she clutching her purse. She calling me dad while I'm whipping the vert. The paper plates on the window defrost. I step on the gas.
Thank you for checking in with me. You want to stay updated? Check out this playlist right here. Oh, you still here? Hit subscribe.